Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. There is warning coming to the person of Governor Professor Clergy.Soludo, and a lot of Nigerians are worried because this is coming from a prominent person having had so much insecurity very strongly in Anambra State. A lot of Nigerians are wondering what is the way forward. Well, as we speak right now, it looks like we are going to have a situation in our hands that may cause the whole country to cry and weep. And the warning is coming ahead. Of course, Professor Clergy.Soludo have also reacted to the warning that is seriously trending right now on social media and offline. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what it is that will or may be before Governor Clergy.Soludo and what he said to that, quite a very terrible one, I must say. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Anambra State Governor Professor Clergy.Soludo has reacted angrily over the prophecy by a renowned Catholic priest, Reverend Father Emmanuel Obim, popularly known as Ipob, that Fulani herdsmen with tribal marks would invade Anambra government house, and that he saw the governor running out in pool of blood. The popular priest, who was addressing his congregation in a viral video, said there is need to pray for the state and the governor to also pray for himself. In a strongly worded response, Soludo, who is a practicing Catholic, said although the priest has the monopoly of power of the pulpit, such a monopoly demanded a responsibility on the part of the cleric to exercise caution and maturity in the use of such power. Soludo said, and I quote, "As an Orthodox Catholic, I was brought up not to join issues with any man of God. I have been in the public arena for 2 decades, and I appreciate comments and criticisms from the citizens, including the men of God. I welcome your comment, advice, and even criticism, as such help us to do better, because we are certainly not perfect. I am writing you in the exercise of my duty as a member of your laity to also advise you, but not publicly on the pulpit as you choose to do. On your prophecy, you are certainly entitled to claim that you saw anything and to call for prayers. I need all the prayers in the world, and I believe that thousands of people of goodwill are praying for us and for Anambra. I am convinced that the God I worship, who has sent me on this mission, will lead us to finish it to his glory. My life is in the hands and my life is in his hands, and he already knows how many more days or years he has for me. No man has a say regarding his plan for my life. I don't believe these political or phantom prophecies designed to play to the gallery. That's not my upbringing and faith as a Catholic. You have my contact, and assuming that anything was revealed to you as a threat to my life, do you really believe that the best way to communicate it is on your pulpit?" He's asking. By the way, God didn't reveal to you the attack by UGM on me last year at a rally, killing 3 policemen, nor has he revealed to you any of the dozens of the attacks on innocent people this year, so that the people may take caution or pray. Funny enough, these pulpit prophecies are always about high public officials. I've lived my life to this age without needing or relying on prophecies, quote and unquote, and it is too late now to change. My prayer is simple: let your will be done. So please, if you have further revelations, quote and unquote, just pray about them or keep them to yourself. I don't want to know, because the God in heaven that I serve is totally in charge of my life. On the priest's adverse comment on insecurity in the state, the governor said the man of God failed to acknowledge the humongous effort being made to confront the monster. According to him, when no governorship candidate could campaign freely in the entire South Senatorial Zone before last year's election, with the zone totally taken over by UGM, no one heard Ipob voice. He added, "I was almost a victim. No one heard your voice. In my inaugural address, I devoted paragraphs to address the issue, and in the Anambra from all over the world are calling in solidarity and offering support. I wish God will also reveal to you the identity of the criminals so that we can take them out. I know that you're a man of God and I deeply respect all of God's anointed, but making incendiary and wild claims about security under the cover of the pulpit should be moderated. Father, I expect you to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. We admire you, and thousands of your followers deserve leadership and direction. Matters of security should not be part of your drama or part of the drama. We expect you to encourage your supporters to report criminals and to be part of the solution. Or, if you don't know the full ramifications of the security challenge, to call or request to be briefed. The society and the church are facing existential threats, and this is not the time for tactics with the matter of security. I've been in office for 2 months. Yes, 2 months. Father, and you expect Anambra to have been Dubaiized according to you? Doesn't it sound funny? If I may ask, what was the motive of the entire drama? Let me assure you, Father, that the God who sent me at this time knows why, and he will perfect all things. We are determined and focused, and despite the homogeneous challenges we met, Anambra will win. I have God's promise on this. Wow, a lot of people have reacted to this, but of course, Soludo, via his personal media person, have also decided to also react, and I can assure you his reaction is different from what was reported on some few minutes ago. And here is what he has to say. He said there's a trending write-up on Father Ipob prophecy. The above write-up trending on social media handles should be ignored, even though it has advertly addressed the unfortunate issues raised by our respected and most reverend clergyman, the spiritual director of Adoration Ministries, Uka Reverend Father Obimma, that's popularly known as Ebube. Govt.Soludo would not be distracted from delivering good governance to the good people of Anambra State. Prof. Soludo at all times has respect for the clergy, the church, and indeed all men and women of God, and will not join issues with them. The governor further enjoins the good citizens of Anambra State to go about their lawful duties without fear of molestation, assured that the security of their life and property is the main priority of his government. Signed, Christian Aburem, the press secretary to the governor. Now that is the press secretary speaking on that matter. But if you listen to his release, you will agree with me that he played down a little less on what was said initially, but then there was no total denial of it, which means there was a prophecy that the number one state security officer, that's Charles Soludo, should be worried that there might be an attack on his life, and it's coming from the Fulani Herdsmen. I don't know how true that is, but then there was a prophecy revealed to Ipob by his God. One or two persons have been talking, a lot of people have been talking. We'll just take one or two comments and we'll wrap this up very quickly. This one here saying, if you don't believe it, so you will believe it tomorrow. The prophecy must surely come to pass. What kind of bad prayer is that one? And that person is saying, what a way to answer some men of God, using their platform to cause confusion in our society through false prophecy. Men of God should use their God-given opportunity preaching the gospel, not false prophecies capable of causing chaos. Person here said, may God protect Soludo and his office from wicked ones, and may God direct Father Ebube in all his handwork. Well, I say an amen to that. That's what's going to wrap it up. Do you believe what Father Ebube is saying? And do you also stand with what the governor, Professor Soludo, is saying concerning his life, security of Anambra, and the people of Anambra? Let's interact.